So if you have been following my channel, you would have definitely seen the comparison video of the Nexdigitron ACE Plus versus the DDPAI Mini Pro versus the 70mm M300. I brought in a detailed triple dash camera comparison in my previous video, and just in case if you have missed watching it, just click down on the description, you'll find the link right there. So after making that video, I thought why not make a video regarding the app connection and the in-app settings of all these three dash cameras. The Mini Pro works with the DDPAI app, the 70mm M300 works with the 70mm app, and the Nexdigitron ACE Plus works with a newly released GAADICAM app by Nexdigitron. So in this video, I'll show you in detail how you can connect all these three dash cams to the respective apps, and also the entire in-app settings along with accessing the album, taking a snapshot, and all the other features which are present in the app. So let's not waste any time and jump in straight into the video and show you all these three apps together. So let's get started. So here is my smartphone and I have mounted all the three dash cameras and turned them on. So first let's take a look at the 70mm app. So before we begin, make sure you have enabled the location of your smartphone, then head into the Wi-Fi settings. So I'll just click on the Wi-Fi settings of my smartphone. So here are the currently available Wi-Fi networks, and here is the 70mm M300 network. So I'll just click on that. So since I have already entered the password, it will connect to the network automatically. But in your case, if you're connecting it for the first time, make sure you enter the password first. So as you can see, it has connected to the 70mm network now, and it will give a pop-up that internet may not be available. I'll click on the always connect button. So let's head back onto the main screen now. So I'll just head into the 70mm app and open it up. So this is the 70mm app, guys, and currently it is saying there's an update for the OmniCam. Well, I don't need the update right now. So here is the M300 dashcam, and the status, it is showing up as connected. So I'll just click on the connected button. So now it says the device does not support power button or voice control when the 70mm app is visiting. Let's click on got it. So here is the 70mm app, and it is currently streaming the live video onto the smartphone. So in the app you get a album button and a take photo button. So if you head into the album section, it is going to say that the device will stop recording when entering the album, and it will ask you for a prompt if you want to enter now. So if I go ahead and click on the confirm button, you get various folders, and the first folder is a normal video, then you have the emergency video, then the parking video, you have time-lapse photography video, and photos if you have taken any. If I click on the normal video, it is going to take a few seconds and load up all the videos which are currently recorded, and as you can see, there are timestamps also provided on top of this video. This is 1533, 1536, 1539. So each video is of 3 minutes, and you can actually change that. Now if I go ahead and click on any one particular video, you have the option to download it at the bottom, and you can also go ahead and delete it. If I click on the download button, now the download menu has started, and as you can see, the download is progressing by 1% every second. I think it might take about 1.5 to 2 minutes maximum. That should be good enough speed for anyone to download the videos. So there is a button on top from which you can select multiple files. So as you can see, I'm currently selecting multiple files, and I have selected all the 7 files. And then if I click on the download button, now it is also downloading and showing 1/7, which means the first file among the 7 is being downloaded, and the download speed is pretty decent, I think. And this is a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, and it should take around 5 minutes to download all of these videos, and I think that's a decent speed. It's not going to take much of a time, but I really do think using the microSD card and connecting it to a PC or a laptop, then you can transfer multiple files, I think, even in a faster way. So we are back onto the main page of the 70mm app, and let's head into the settings. So these are the device settings. So first of all, you have the emergency video. Currently it is turned at off. The parking monitoring is on high sensitivity, and this again has a high sensitivity, low, and a off. So I think I'll keep it at high sensitivity for now. And following that, you have the time lapse option, which can enable or disable. If I click on the time lapse, you have the enable option, and then you have the off option. Following this, you have the video clip duration. Now this you can select, either it might be 1 minute, 2 minute, or maximum of 3 minutes of videos to be recorded. Then following it, you have the video coding, if you want a high compression ratio or a low compression ratio. I have selected the high compression ratio. Following this, you have the video resolution. Now this is 2304 into 1296, and you can downgrade to a 1920 into 1080p if you want a smaller video file size. So that option is also available. Following this, you have the set Wi-Fi password option, where you can set any custom Wi-Fi password which you want, and change the default password. Power on Wi-Fi setting, which means the Wi-Fi will automatically turn on when the dash cam turns on. You can enable or disable it. Power on sound, you can enable or disable the sound. Then you have the sound recording, which means you can enable or disable the mic of the dash camera. Following this, you have the speaker volume. You can set it to medium, high, low or high. Following this, you have the auto off when no movement persists. No automatic shutdown I have selected. Following this, then you have the system time, where you can change the system time and date. And below that, you have the format memory card option. Then below that, you have the factory reset in order to reset the camera to the factory settings. And lastly, you have the about section, and if I click on that, it is going to give you the model number and the current dashcam firmware. So this was the overview of the 70 app. So now let's take a look at the DDPAI app. So here is the DDPAI app, and again the same pop-up. I'll click on the always connect button, and here is the Mini Pro. The device has already been added onto my DDPAI app, and if I click on that, it will take you to a connecting camera page. I'll just zoom out so that you guys can see the whole thing easily. So now it is currently showing up the live recording from the DDPAI Mini Pro. So there are certain things which you can see in the app here, and at the bottom you find the capture button and the download button. So if you click on the capture button, it is going to take a snapshot of the current recording which is going on. Following this, you have the download button right here. If you click on that, you get a notification saying drag the timeline to select the starting point for download. So it means you have to drag around the timeline here, and as you can see, you can drag it back for as long as you want, and then you have to select a certain point, and from then you'll have to click on the download button. So now when you click on the download button, it is going to open up a new page from wherein you have to download a minimum of 5 seconds, and then you can close the download option and you can cancel the downloading. So I'll just click on the cancel. So here are the images which have been currently recorded. I just took a snapshot, and this is the current snapshot which is showing up in the album. There are no videos recorded yet since the memory card was formatted, and there are no videos showing up on the album. Now let's head into the DDPAI app settings. Now if I click on the settings button, there is a speaker volume button right on top, so you can increase or decrease the speaker volume. You just heard the notification tone there. Then there is a switching tone, which means you can turn on or turn off the sound which comes when the dashcam turns on. Following this, you have the dashcam installation guide, and you also have the option to flip the screen left and right. Following this, you have the recording resolution, and this is fixed at 1296p. You cannot downgrade it to 1080p if you want to record 1080p videos. Then you can enable or disable the mic here. There's a microphone recording. Then there is a date watermark option which you can enable or disable. Then you have the duration of the videos associated with photos captured. So this means it creates related video clip with a preset length when taking a photo. So you can keep this to 10 seconds, 20 seconds and up to a 30-second of video whenever you capture a photograph, or you can completely turn it off. Following this, you have the adjust collision sensitivity, which means you can take photos automatically when the device is working and detecting an impact. Collision sensitivity works based on the G sensor, and you get two sub options to adjust the collision sensitivity while driving and while there is a parking monitoring. So both are currently set at middle, which is medium. So following this, you have certain options regarding parking monitoring. So after vehicle is stationary for 15 minutes, it enters a time-lapse parking mode. You can change this, and you can select the time-lapse mode or a normal video recording or a dormancy, which means device will wake up only via emergency event, which it detects via a G sensor. And then you have the parking monitoring duration, which means for how long you want to record the parking videos. You want it to record for 15 minutes, 1 hour, 6 hours or 24 hours, or you don't want it to shut down at any time at all. You can select that based on your convenience. Following that, lastly, you have the management option wherein you have the dashcam Wi-Fi name. You can change that. You can have a custom Wi-Fi password. Then you have the dashcam storage option where you can format the memory card, and then you have the about device button where it shows the model number and the firmware version, which currently it is version 7.4. Then in the end, you have the option to delete the device, which means if you're not using the device anymore, you can delete it from your DDPAI app and it's not going to show up the next time. Now let's take a look at the GAADICAM app for the Nexdigitron ACE Plus. So I'll just head back onto the home screen, head into the Wi-Fi settings and look for the Wi-Fi ACE Plus. So here is the Wi-Fi ACE Plus network. I'll just click on that. So the network now has connected to the Wi-Fi ACE Plus. So let's open up the GAADICAM app, and it gave a notification down below that dashcam is connected. So let's click on the access dashcam button. So here you go, the GAADICAM app is now streaming video live from the ACE Plus dash camera, and this is how the interface of the app is. Pretty much similar to the 70 and DDPAI, only slight changes. You have a pause record button in the middle where you can pause the recording if you want. there is a capture button if you want to record a photo. So at the bottom you find the album section, and if I click on the album section, you have certain more subdivision options here, such as loop recording, snapshot, locked, and parking. So there are lots of files that are being shown up right here, and if I click on any one of the file, so here is the file, and at the bottom you get the download option, you get the screenshot option, and there is a delete option. Now if I click on the download button, now it gives a notification that file is downloading, do not disconnect the dash cam. Now again, this too is moving at about 1% per second, and the video file size is showing up as 176 MB, and I think this is a 3-minute file, so it should take about 1.5 to 2 minutes to download. So I'll just click on the cancel download button now. So let's head back onto the main screen. Also guys, below the live streaming it says the quality of the live view is adjusted to give you the best experience. To watch the original recordings, go to album, and let's take a look at the GAADICAM app settings option. So what are the options this app provides? So I'll just zoom in a bit more so you guys can see it more legibly. So on top you have the sound recording, which means you can turn on or turn off the mic. Then you have the speaker volume, the volume provided by the dash camera for notification announcements. Then you have the video resolution option. If I click on that, you have the FHD P30 option, which means 1080p 30 fps. You don't have any other option in that matter. Following this, you have the loop recording duration, how long videos you want to record. You have the option of 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. And yes, a 3-minute file was about 176 MB. Then following this, you have the timestamp, which you can enable or disable. Then you have the collision sensing option, which means when the dashcam is in recording mode, it will automatically lock current video when an impact is detected. So if you click on that, you have the options of either off, low, medium, or high. So you can set the sensitivity which you want for the G sensor, or you can completely turn it off. Then you have some general settings such as your Wi-Fi name, which you can alter based on your requirement. And of course, along with that, you can change the Wi-Fi password as well. Following this, you have the current firmware version being displayed right here. Then you have the format SD card option, through which you can format the micro SD card inside the dash camera. And lastly, you have the reset option in order to reset the dash camera back to its factory settings. So these are the options present within the GAADICAM app, and they're pretty much similar to the other apps such as DDPAI and 70mi, and there's not a huge difference or a major difference among the three of the apps. I definitely think all these three dash cameras, for the most part, for the larger sense, have a very similar experience, be it in terms of connecting to the dash camera and also be it in terms of the in-app settings. There are minor variations here and there, but most of the experience is the same. I never had a difficulty in connecting any of these three dash cameras to the respective apps, and I never had a disconnection issue with any of these apps till now. I also ran these apps while I was driving my car, and I was constantly monitoring the live video footage streamed by these dash cameras, and there was hardly any lag or hardly any loss in picture quality while it was streaming. So it's safe to say that all three dash cameras work really well with the respective apps. And if you are in the market looking for the budget dash cam and you want some of the best app experience as well, this video will definitely help you in making the right decision. Well guys, if you are interested in purchasing any of these three dash cameras, the links to purchase them are given in the description below. So just head down, click down on the description, you will find the links right there. Also, if you have any doubts or queries, you can write that down in the comments below. So this video did definitely take a lot of time for me to shoot, edit, and bring in front of you. So make sure to recognize that effort and hit that subscribe button and smash that like button before moving on to the next one. So many more interesting and exciting videos are coming up. Thank you for watching, and until next one, see you.